again with these black on black cars. What is it with this black on black? So, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 22, 330, and we're doing this again. That's what we're doing. And we're going to start with the unboxing, show you how to get the power. I just took it off just to get to it. Quite simple. We're going to turn these, get your big doofy hands in there, and this goes forward and then down. This manhandle, so we're getting everything prepared, and just pull straight out so it comes out in your hand, which reveals the fuse box. But there's videos on this part. But what I'm going to do is do this. So let's get started. Okay, so we are assessing the situation, and BMW's actually gotten easier over the years, huh? So the rubber just pulls out. Again, I love this black on black stuff. The focus is wonderful. So pull the rubber out, just like we typically do with any other car. All right, so if we look, we've got an airbag right there. So we're gonna go get our handy dandy snake and go behind it and pull upward and then go around. So with a brand new tape just opened up, tape it to our snake, and we went right behind it to get to the window. See? Now with both hands, I told you, gotta get this thing. Went back here to pull this because you just can't get your fat hands, fat fingers back behind here. So let's get this up and in. Hey, look, it worked. Good, good. Now, we're gonna leave some slack, and the problem with this thing is, I'll show you from the outside. I personally don't like these, but you can see the actual light, but since it's so tinted, I like it. It'll hide the wire more. I'm going to try to keep it here so we can hide more of the wire from inside. Left the connector right here. We're going to stuff it up into the headliner, but we're going to come back to that. We want to make sure this sits which way. We don't know which side it sits on. So let's run the wire up and see what we're up against. Now, the trollers out there say it's in the way of the airbag, and I say no, it's not. You see how it goes back behind? There's a little crevice in there. You can stuff it up higher if you'd like. Good thing I have this guy. You can go a little higher up onto the actual wire and go above the airbag. Or just use your fingers. See? Actually got some, just sort of floats. So I'm gonna use my fingers and just stuff it up higher over the airbag. So there you go. Now, don't be an idiot. Go on this side of the rubber. We're going to stay on the inside of the car. And we're going to snake. There's a little channel. Look, there's a nice little channel right in between that. We already took the rubber off because it just pulls out. See? Just grab it firmly and pull. Look at it. So with both hands, we're going to weasel this through. Can I do it with one? Nah, let's not break it. You see? Right above that little guide. And then we pull. That's why we have to stay on this side. Good, good. Make sure you beat it like it owes you money so it sits nice and tight. Good, we were never here. Let's do this one. Just stuff, again, right above the airbag. Actually not that hard. Again, don't be silly. Go on the inside. Get all the wire on the inside. Good, good. Now, take more of this out. And get our tools, and let's move forward. So behind the airbag clip, we have one long Torx. It is a T20, I'm almost positive. Yep. And now, that is right here. I use something like this just to get up under it. Come close to the corner right here. Don't try to do it in the middle, too tight. Now we're going to try to get this wire back behind here, because that is what we want. We want some room and we want some slack so we can get everything back behind there. So both hands, please. So if you pull as hard as I did, it will just snap out. You got 2 push pins, one there and one there. So just line them back up and put it back when you're ready to do so. So now we got the wire behind the airbag. We're going to run the other wire for power. And let's mount this thing to the windshield, because we're going to put it right there, a little off centered so it's behind the mirror. So I untaped this and used it here. Such a nice guy I am. So we got second wire through, then we got both wires coming through. Let's start mounting this thing to the windshield. And this mirror, I'm going to show you how to take off, because I just mounted this dash cam, and we're going to show how to remove this mirror with a tool like this. And we're going to come back behind this little, in the corner here, we're going to pull this out, and it just snaps into place. You see? These just snap into place. This one, and that one. And what we're going to do is go to the other side and do the same thing. We're going to just pull on it. See? Now, what you didn't realize is this mirror actually comes downward. You see how you just pull it right out? And to put it back up, it's the same thing, but in reverse, obviously. You gotta hear it snap. You see how it snapped back into place? It goes upward. So all the little snaps, which are one here, one there, at the end of the hook, this thing. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to, this also lines up as well. I'm gonna get as much wire tucked back behind here, so when I try to snap it back, it'll snap together with no problems. It's kind of tight, but you can get the wires in there. This little channel right here. That's what I'm gonna do. Pull this out of the way, the factory one out of the way, put the aftermarket ones in, and stuff the factory right back in its place so it holds them in place. Not doing it with one hand. So I took the mirror off to show you a little bit more, but that's what I want. I want a little bit of slack right here. I'm on focus with everything black on black. And you see that? I stuffed it back behind the factory wire of the mirror. And I'm telling you, it's because it's black. Look, you can barely get a good focus on it. Yeah, way too much black. That's what we should see. We're gonna stuff all the slack up out of the way. Look, you just use your hand for that. There you go. Can't even tell if this thing's focusing or not. Look. And then we're stuff back behind the headliner. Jet, gone. So that's where we have our dash cam. Good? Good. Fingerprints are definitely free, and he wants the details, so he can detail that later. You can do that too. So let's continue on the journey of wiring, and we're going to come down the pillar right behind the airbag, and we're going to take this door off so we can hide some more of these wires. So let's go. And just like that, we were never here. Good, good. Now let's start running down some more. Get this door off with, again, don't forget this thing, don't lose it yet. Either this one, a little too big, or this one. We're gonna go down in the corner over here. Let's get this door off. And just like that, we lose a clip. I guess we're taking after the Americans. Metal on plastic. There you go. I was lucky enough it fell on the floor right there by my razor. So, push it right back on. And let's keep going. Alright, I typically would have it here, the extra wires, but you can see the shock that goes for, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna stuff all this stuff down here. Maybe in the kick panel right above it. There's some slack where I could put my hand behind this kick panel. That's what we'll do. We'll bundle it up and just stuff it down there. And here we have the final product. Wires on the passenger side. I mean driver's side, tucked away in the headliner. And we're gonna stuff this into the corner. right there. That is your first and last fuse. So there you have it. Like it, don't like it, share it, don't share, subscribe, don't subscribe. Thanks for watching.